Hello students, today we'll be learning about how to select a tool and we'll learn about the appearance of cursor and we'll learn about the command line, the use of command line. Now starting from selecting a tool, if you have to use any tool, you can select it but just by moving your cursor on the tool which you want to select. For example, line. You can click on the tool and you'll find that you are in a currently in that tool. You can click and draw the line in this way. To get out of the command, you can use keyboard button escape. When you'll press escape, you will be out of the line command. Similarly, I can select any other tools which I want to use. Circle, I can draw a circle, and any other tool or command which I want to use, but just by moving the cursor and clicking on it. Now, when you'll observe your cursor when you are using a command and when you are not using any command. Currently, I am not using any command. When you'll observe the cursor, it is a plus sign having square at the center. So this we call it as a normal mode of the cursor when you are not in any tool or any command. Now see the appearance of the cursor when I select any tool. Let us select a line tool. Now the appearance of the cursor changes. The square at the center disappears. Similarly, when I select any other tool, for example, move command, if I select, the appearance of the cursor changes. So when you are in any particular tool or command, the appearance of the cursor will be different. And when you go out of the command, you are not using any tool or command, the appearance of the cursor will be plus sign having square at the center. And this mode of the cursor, we call it as a normal mode of the cursor when we are not in any tool or any command. So this is a normal mode of the cursor. Now when you'll select any tool, okay, the same thing will appear in a command line. So at the bottom we have this as a command line. You can see this white horizontal strap, it is a command line. When you are in normal mode, that means you are not in any not using any tool or command. The what command line is saying, type a command. So you can type any command or tool which you want to use in a command line and you can enter in that command. For example, I'll select here and I'll type L here. So all the tools starting from L later will appear here at the start. The first one you can see L in bracket line. When you'll click here, you will be in a line command. So when I'll click here, so you can see I am in a line command now. So using a command line also, you can search a tool which you want to use and you can click on the tool to enter it. So instead of searching a tools here in the tabs and in panels, you can use a command line to enter a tool. Now I am in a line command currently. You can see the appearance of the cursor. The same thing will be shown by a command line. You can see the command line. The first word which is bold and capital indicates the command which you are in. Currently I am in line command. You can find the word line is bold and capital. That means I am in a line command. And the sentence ahead of the command, like here, specify first point. The command line will say that, the command line will suggest that what you can do using this command or tool you are currently using. So using line command, what I can do now, I can specify first point. So if I click, I have specified the first point. Now command line will guide you what next you can do. Specify next point. So it is saying that using this tool, using the line tool, you can go on specifying point to draw a line. So if I have specified a next point, what command line is saying, specify next point. So we can go on specifying next points and we can go on drawing the lines. And in square bracket you will find more options are there. You can close the line command by clicking here. You can close it by, or using escape button you can go out of the line command, or you can use undo tool here, this undo button to undone what you have done previously. For example, if I have drawn this line, if I have to undone this, I can click here, I can undone it. If I want to undone it more, I can click this undo button, I can undone it. So this is the use of command line. It will guide you step by step what you can do next using that tool which you are currently using. And whatever processes you have followed, you can see over here by clicking this up arrow. You can see whatever previous processes you have followed, starting from very beginning. All the processes, you can see what you have done to your drawings. So this is the use of command line. I can give one more example. If I select a circle tool here, listed over here in home ribbon tab, draw panel. If I select a circle tool, what command line is saying? It's a first word, capital and bold, circle. That means you are in a circle command. Specify center point for the circle. So what you can do using this tool, I can specify a point which will be the center. When I click it, so I have specified a center. Now what it is saying, specify radius of the circle. That means you can specify the radius now. So command line will tell us the step-by-step process to use the tool. So this will be very helpful if you use a command line. We are not learning here a line tool or circle tool. We are learning here about a command line. So when I'll press escape, I will be out of a command, and you can find here in command line it's saying type a command, right? So this is the use of command line. If you'll find that the command line is not appearing, I can close it here. Okay, yes, now command line has disappeared. So how to get it back? You can use option. You can directly type a word command line. You can see here in a normal mode of the cursor, you can type a word command. And if I type this, you'll find here a command line. When I'll click this, you'll find the command line will appear again. So when you'll find that command line is not appearing on your screen, you can just type in a normal mode of the cursor. So this typing in normal mode of the cursor, we call it as tooltip illustrations. So we can use our cursor or tool tip of this tool to get into any command or to access any tool or command. For example, if I have to enter into line command, instead of going here and typing a command, or instead of going here and selecting that command, what I can do, I can just type that command in a normal mode of the cursor. For example, if I have to select a line in normal mode, you can see the cursor it is in normal mode, plus sign with the square at the center. I can type L. When I'll type L, you will find all the commands and tools listed starting from letter L. The first one, and which is differently highlighted, will get selected if you press enter button. When I'll press L enter button, you are in a line command now. You can see here command line, what is saying line, you are in a line command. So in the same way, you can use a different you can go into a different tools or command just by typing it in a normal mode of the cursor. For example, circle, if I have to go to a circle, if I type C, the first tool is a circle. I can I press enter directly and I will be in a circle command. To get out of this, press escape. Now if I have to use copy command, let us say, so if I type C, the first one is circle, so I cannot press enter now. I have to use a second letter as well, CO, copy. Now you can see the first command is copy. Now you can press enter to get into a copy command. So in this way, using a tool tip illustrations, you can go into any command or any tool which you want to use without knowing its location over here. You don't need to know the location of a tool where it is listed. Actually, you just need to know the name of that tool or command which you want to use. So this is how we can use the tool tip illustrations to use a command, and this is a convenient way to get into a command just by typing it. Yeah. So I hope you have understand this today's model. Thank you.